This is the AI News Flash for June 17th, 1 p.m. UTC. First up, the U.S. Commerce Department has signed a definitive agreement to award quantum AI startup SandboxAQ a $500 million CHIPS research and development grant. SandboxAQ will use AI to design new molecules and formulations, aiming to cut foreign dependence on materials and chemistries critical to semiconductor manufacturing. The work spans 4 areas: PFAS-free process chemicals, catalysts, rare earth-free magnets, and battery systems. The company is backed by NVIDIA, was valued at $5.75 billion last April, and has raised over $1 billion. The award is part of the Trump administration's move to direct CHIPS Act research funds. The SandboxAQ plans to scale the strongest breakthroughs into domestic manufacturing with American partners, pushing chip supply chains back home from the upstream materials level. Next, Canada's largest pension fund, CPP Investments, has joined the race to fund India's AI data center boom. It's committing 70 billion rupees, around $741 million. That includes 40 billion rupees for an 8.2% stake in Hyderabad-based data center operator CtrlS, and 30 billion rupees for a joint venture owned 52% by CtrlS and 48% by CPP. CtrlS runs more than 15 data centers across India. The country's data center sector is drawing a flood of capital, including a $30 billion commitment from Blackstone-backed AirTrunk and a 168-megawatt facility from Meta and Reliance in Gujarat. CPP's Max Biagosh called India an important pillar of the firm's global data center strategy as one of the world's fastest-growing digital markets. Third, South Korea's LG AI Research has signed a deal with drug developer D&D Pharmatech to co-develop next-generation peptide drugs using AI. The company signed the contract in Seoul on June 16th. They'll develop a pill-form peptide therapeutic with improved safety and absorption rates. LG AI Research will build an AI model that analyzes the structure of disease-causing substances to design optimal peptide sequences that were hard to find with existing methods. D&D will handle structural design, synthesis, evaluation, oral formulation, and preclinical and clinical trials. The goal is to sharply cut development time and cost while raising the clinical success rate. On the news, D&D Pharmatech's shares jumped 16.6%. Finally, AI startups building beyond chatbots are increasingly choosing Amazon's custom Trainium chips. Companies developing world models like physics simulations rather than text favor Trainium for its cost efficiency on long, sustained training runs. World model startup Odyssey hit 80% model flop utilization on Trainium 3, well above the 40 to 50% industry standard. Real-time video startup Descartes AI saw quadruple performance, and Splash Music cut training costs by up to 50%. Trainium VP Ron Diamant said they designed it as a general-purpose AI accelerator, not a single workload chip. It signals a widening shift toward custom silicon as an alternative to NVIDIA's GPU dominance. That's all for this AI News Flash.